Okay, so this is not an application that I wrote from scratch, although I have written similar applications like this from scratch. And as a matter of fact, this is a project, a customer orders database that I built. Well, not really built from scratch, but it was part of a class I was taking, an online class I was taking in advanced access. So I did not put together the original user interface, but I have put together similar interfaces in other applications later on. I've kind of used this as a model for when I build similar apps for customers. So I'm just going to take a quick walkthrough over here. What we have is it's a pretty generic app, what you might see in a customer relations management or CRM, where you can search. We can search through customers here, or we can click any column. If I want to look in Spokane, Washington, I'll click in the city column, type SPO, and of course, now the problem with this is that there's many Spokane, Washingtons in here. I can try filtering it by typing it in this box here, and okay, there's only one. That was the only one. I can clear that. I can start typing, let's see, Mille. Okay, so there's a Barbara Miller there. Or I can search, filter by state. Now, if I take something like, now let's take Idaho. There's a lot of customers in Idaho. Okay, the city drop-down box now only shows Idaho cities. Pretty neat. If we just do Idaho Falls, now we only have that one customer there. And of course, this will only show one person there. Well, I can clear Idaho. Of course, there's no other Idaho Falls town, so that's not going to increase this. If I clear that, or if I have, let's pick more common name. Oh, maybe not. Jones. There we go. A lot of Jones. So I could say Rollins. Only one is in Wyoming. I think I could type in just Spokane. Okay, I thought there was trying to figure out a city that's in more than one state. But anyway, if I go to that customer, let's just pick this guy here. We get a customer information form where we can change company name, even change the name. I'm not going to do any of this stuff now. Maybe that. Can't just say abc.com, right? And I could go to phone as extensions. Anyway, return to customer list. And I didn't change. Okay, let's change the town. Put Spokane, Missouri. There's a Spokane, Missouri. I don't know what the zip code is. Now, we type the city of Spokane in here. See, I get two states. So you could actually filter from city to state, and there really is a Spokane, Missouri. I could delete a customer. Let's say Ching Austin went over to a competitor. That was my little bad humor there. That's pretty much it in terms of the customer side. Now there is another piece to this, and I got this is actually several applications I've kind of cobbled together into one app here. Orders. So this one's not quite as sophisticated, but I can scroll through different customers and show orders. I did make some modifications to this. it shows the order total. If I find another item here, and let's just, 24, so let's add 10 of these, ever. So 2420, and, oh, you know what? I was going to point something out here. It's 478.60, right? As soon as I added this order, this went up by $9. We can customize this any way we need. We can do this for orders. We can do this for customers, lists, employee records. I mean, this is actually only something that was thrown together really quickly for a class. It's not even, you know, like I said, not even necessarily all that professional looking, but we can make this look very, very sophisticated. And there's one more thing I want to show. No. Like I said, this is actually a couple apps cobbled together. This is really genius. This well, it's a report. Yeah, it's a customer, and their IDs, how many orders. I mean, basically, it sums up all the orders for each customer. But what I want to point out is this last couple columns here. We could do a query that finds the average of all the orders per customer. We could do that programmatically. We could also find out the average days between orders. This is a rather sophisticated query, and I was going to try to show the code here real quick. I'm not going to bring up code on the screen right now, but let's just say that there's a VBA procedure that actually has to sort by customers and then by orders and find days between this order and that order and this order and the next order, then average all those numbers. This was a pretty big feat. I'm not going to, the code's rather sophisticated. I'm not going to put it, I want to keep this short. But that's pretty much it. Again, not something I developed from scratch, but something that I did a lot of programming with, and I did put some of my own tweaks in there. For example, I'm going to go back to the orders for a moment. This thing about automatically updating, case 448, keep an eye here on this subtotal. Automatically updated. This was not in the original app. I actually put that in so that, because, I mean, if you change this and you get, and it doesn't update, I keep typing in too, and it doesn't update on the subtotal right away, you might be submitting this order thinking it's still whatever it was, 996. It'll say 996, but when you submit the order, it'll be 1344. Then you have all sorts of discrepancies. So that's pretty much it. I have a very similar application to this, an address book app, and I'll show that at some later time.